They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Gators will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And off to Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Moulton. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect.
They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Terry. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field.
Touchdown, Gator! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him bet.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. On the move. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
That's reeled in. It's Manning. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Roberts. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's a return from midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you beat...
Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick release on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Got the 1st down himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Handoff to Jones. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Goes to the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll give it to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Knew where he wanted to go with it. Find his target, it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that footing balance.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's Moulton. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And the missed connection on third down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this. And you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Some hard running there, but just... many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outlet.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Brings it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. just keeps moving. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touch. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep doing you.
It's a running room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you've got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Safe completion on the screen. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run to the left. Looking for room at the 25. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Right back to the well. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Manning. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, he gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
On the move. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player. But a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Moulton. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Calls his own number. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. To the air. It's Lagway. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gators in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They just keep firing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, far enough. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On the direct snap, it's Moulton. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out fast. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's got the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will